Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. So today I am going to do a little spring cleaning. I feel like the clutter in my house has just been building up, and what better time than the spring to clear some things out. I'm also a really big anti-hoarding proponent. I like to cleanse, get rid of things, purge things. If anything, I might do it too excessively. So I've been holding back for a while, and today we're gonna get into it. So I'm gonna take you through different rooms in my house. We're gonna actually start in the coat closet, and basically we're just gonna go through and decide what we want to get rid of. So I took out every single jacket minus a few that are my husband's, and we're gonna go through them. So first is this pistachio green Levi's corduroy jacket. I absolutely love this. I actually haven't worn it this year yet, which I need to change that because this is so cute. Keeping that, we have this Ralph Lauren vest, but I don't know. I'm kind of over this. This is also the lower level Ralph Lauren brand. It's Lauren Ralph Lauren, which is this Kohl's brand that they used to carry. I don't think they do it anymore, but it was basically the Ralph Lauren line that was at Kohl's, kind of like how Vera Wang has a Kohl's line and etc. So this I'm gonna toss. Then we have this raincoat. This is in Patagonia. This is my husband. We're gonna hang on to that. Pleather Steve Madden blazer. I'm kind of on the fence, but I think I am gonna hang on to it for now. And we have another Lauren Ralph Lauren vest that I'm going to say goodbye to. I have this jacket that actually was made for me by an artisan, and not really like made for me. I bought it from an artisan, but it doesn't really fit. I think I'm actually gonna move it to like my archive, which is only like 3 or 4 pieces at this point. But instead of just like getting rid of pieces that have some sentimental value, I decided I'm gonna start a little archive for myself. So this is gonna go into that because I don't want to just get rid of it, but I don't really see myself wearing it. This is a scarf that my mother-in-law actually, is this knit or crochet? I believe this is knitted for me, so definitely gonna hang on to that. This is one of my husband's coats. I have this really cute denim jacket from Zara with the little houndstooth details. Love that. Teddy bomber jacket. Also gonna hang on to that. My Levi's denim jacket. Okay, so I think that's everything for the coats. Let's get into like the scarves and the accessories. The Stony Clover purse. I actually really like it, but I just don't see myself using it again. I have bags I like a lot more, and it is a little beat up. So I think we're gonna get rid of this one too. Maybe I'll add it into the archive. It's so adorable, and it has kind of some sentimental value. I think maybe archive. Okay. There's not a ton of room in this coat closet, so I just pulled out a few scarves. I actually made all of these, but I don't see myself wearing them, so I'm gonna say goodbye to those two. I have this pair of boots, which is honestly really cute. It's just not really my style anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of these. I also really got a lot of use out of these Fry boots. I actually got these for free, which is kind of a cool story. But as you can see, they're like so beat up at this point that, I mean, the heels are like almost coming off. So we're gonna say goodbye to these ones too. I guess I could get them like, whatever, what do you call that? Like not really reupholstered. I don't even know if you could do that with these. I just don't know that I'm really getting much more use out of these either. I feel like I kind of wore these to death. So yeah, we're gonna toss these too. All right, so that is everything in the coat closet. And we'll move on in the next room. Okay, so next up, we're in my bathroom. So I'm gonna go through the drawers and then take you through more of the stuff on the counter. So my drawers really have like no organization to them, as much as I would like to pretend otherwise, but here we go. We have a few scrunchies. You're gonna see a lot of hair accessories throughout this. So I like to have some that are just right here, and I have an entire basket of hair accessories actually under my sink, but I like to have some available. That way I can just kind of like grab it and put it in my hair and not have to go into the sink. This one is definitely past its prime. Let's see. I have a few little granny square hair clips. This is like my old Quip toothbrush that I was like on the fence about getting rid of. And was maybe gonna get some new toothbrush heads for it. I actually am gonna hang on to it because I think I might still do that. Let's see, more hair clips. I'm gonna get rid of this little bow one. Here I have a blush that I actually haven't used yet. Or maybe I used it like once actually, from LYS. Some nasal decongestant and eyeshadow brush that I'm gonna put into my little brush holder. And let's see. Here's a couple hair clips I'm not really wearing that I think I'm gonna toss. A little Nike scrunchie and an eyeshadow palette. I kind of used the color that I really liked in this palette, which you can probably see what that is. So I think I actually am gonna toss that, as well as the hair clips. And I think everything else though can stay. So I'm gonna put these things just back in here and go to the next drawer. This is another fun scrunchie that I made. And this little like rosette. This is a little like hand towel. Just gonna fold that up. More hair accessories. I would say these are the ones I reach for more often. A little more order to this drawer, which you can't see from here, but maybe at the end I'll kind of take you through that. I think these I'm gonna add into the basket just because I don't wear them a ton. Oh gosh, this last drawer is just filled with all kinds of treasures. Was not kidding. But honestly, this is mostly just like makeup bags and things like that that I don't really want to get rid of. I'm pretty sure these tights are not going to fit me, so I think I'm going to toss those. Or I guess I'll donate them. But you get what I mean. Okay. Alright. So that's those drawers. And now I'm going to take you with me to the bottom of the sink. Alright, so we've made it all the way down to the bottom of the sink. So let's go through stuff. So this is like medication, just old packaging from makeup remover wipes. There's a Febreze down here. And here's really the, I forgot about these actually. So this is like, oh wow, this is stuff I actually meant to bring on the cruise with me that I didn't. I went on a cruise in January, just like, and it's nothing major, just like these cute little steamed bracelets, but I think I can actually repurpose these as a gift, and I could maybe like actually wear them, but, and like a couple little perfume samples, and Frenchie kind of has seen better days though. It's like kind of fraying, so I think I'm gonna toss that. And yeah, just like some little soap samples. So I think I'm gonna put this actually like in one of these drawers. And then this is a candle. It smells really good, but just burns horribly. And I tried to like trim the wicks and everything, and it just, you can kind of see how it would just like pool. And so I think I'm gonna toss this also, just because I don't really see myself using it. And now we've reached the hair accessories. Although, okay, yeah, all of this stuff, it's just like band-aids and pads, nail polish remover. Oh yeah, this was something I meant to return to TJ Maxx that I never did, and I'm not sure it's like really gonna be worth returning. It's the milk jelly cleansing bar from Glossier. I think I'm just gonna like leave it here for now. I know that kind of defeats the purpose of the video, but okay, so let's go through this monstrosity. So I wore this yesterday. We have this pearl headband I really like. This is another headband that I made, which is just like look how cool. It's just really cool and different. This is a little pumpkin headband that I wore a bunch in the fall, and I'm sure I'll wear it again this fall. Another little like pearl headband. Another pearl headband. This one is kind of like breaking off though, as you can see. Like this one I think is just past its prime, so I'm gonna toss that one. This is like a little bun topper that looks like a flower, and I've written purple. This I'm planning to wear on Easter, this little Easter egg headband with the bow. Another little headband. These like Minnie Mouse ears. I wore this on Christmas. It was really cute and fun. I just don't really see myself wearing them again though, and I don't like go to Disney World or anything, so I'm gonna toss those too. This is a little Coach scarf I got a really good deal on secondhand. I made this little bun topper. Another little just like thing you could tie in your hair. Oh, this is a little Vineyard Vines bow. I should put that out because I haven't worn that in a while. This is like a huge headpiece. Honestly, I think I got kind of carried away seeing this on Temu. I don't know how practical this is going to be. I am going to hang on to it because I did just get it like a month or two ago, but okay. This one also has seen better days, as you can see, so that one's going. And then this one is really cool. This really big 80s bow with the jewels. Actually, one I haven't worn yet from Target. Here's a yellow crystal one. This is a little flower velvet claw clip from Free People. Then this is like a really cute little Easter headband. This I wore, and this I think is done too. This is just a little gingham scrunchie. I wore this on the cruise. This was such a good cruise headband. And let's see, a couple little like scrunchies I made. I think we'll keep those. Okay, so I think, yeah, so I think now we're good to like put everything back in. I think we've picked out the things that I want to get rid of, which actually I made some room in here. Might not look like much, but it was kind of overflowing before. So I think now I'll be able to stash some more things. I'm actually waiting to wear this on my anniversary, which is why it's just like shoved in a drawer. I think I'm just gonna like put that in there. I have a little like turkey headband that's like obviously for Thanksgiving. I think I'm just gonna leave it down here though, because I'm not really gonna wear it like until Thanksgiving comes around again. But I think some of these things I'm gonna toss back in here. And we made a lot of room. Look at that. So, all right, mission accomplished. Now I'm gonna take you up top to the sink. All right, y'all, I actually put you in my medicine cabinet, so let's go through it. I'm gonna get rid of this nail polish. It's just a little like gloppy and doesn't apply the best, which is half the reason it's in here. Let's see. A lot of this, there's really not that much. Maybe I'll do a little B-roll shot just to show you, but my medicine cabinet, honestly, is in good shape. I think I am going to get rid of this deodorant, though, because I don't like how it wears over time. It kind of leaves marks sometimes in your clothes if you're not careful, and it's not good. So I'm going to get rid of that. And let's see. Oh yeah, this is actually empty, this little Hume. I love these sleep gummies, but that's empty. And yeah, I think that's about it as far as things I want to get rid of. All right, I know it looks like kind of a hot mess up here, but this is honestly stuff I all use and want to keep. This is just where I put my hair accessories a lot of the times that I'm like my more frequently worn ones. I know. And then this is like my everyday makeup and more like makeup and toothbrush and some fragrance and jewelry. But this is all used. So nothing from that's going to get tossed. So I think we're actually done in the bathroom. Everyone say hi to Maggie. Maggie. All right, so now we're in front of my closet, and it's kind of a monstrosity. A lot of this I have gone through and I do wear, and I actually did a whole closet cleanout video about 6 months ago that you can go back and watch, and I'll make sure to link. But I don't think I'm gonna like be as in-depth as that. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and look, pull out some things, speed it up, and then I'll kind of walk you through the things I'm gonna get rid of. So let's do it. I have just finished going through everything. There's honestly not that much that I'm getting rid of. And a big part of that, as I said before, was that I did a major clean out 6 months ago. And I'm very good about kind of editing my closet. And so there wasn't a ton of stuff. But anything I was kind of on the fence about then, I pulled now. If I haven't really worn it. So the first thing is this pair of Levi's jeans. These are really, really nice, and I've only worn them a few times, but they just don't fit me the best. And so it's one of those things where I just don't reach for them, and I have other jeans that I reach for instead when I want to wear jeans, which isn't even that much. Like, I wear jeans maybe a couple times a year. So, you know, I don't really need more than 2 pairs, which I have 4. 2 of them I'm purging, and I think 2 is plenty. So the other pair that I'm purging, speaking of that, are these Democracy jeans. These are really cute. I love the waistband. They're just not, I like the other 2 pairs I have better, essentially. And I got these for literally $1. So I'm okay with partying with them. Next thing is this little Old Navy skirt. I don't know where I thought I was going to wear this. It's really rare that I get rid of something I've never worn before. But this, again, I also actually got this for $1 at this like major clearance sale. But I don't know where I would wear this. And I didn't bring it on the cruise. I should say, not like because I forgot. I didn't like it enough to bring it on the cruise. And so I think that kind of says it all. If I didn't like it enough to bring it on the cruise, like, where the hell else am I going to wear it? So we're going to get rid of this. This is actually a belt that I made. I think it's super fun in theory, but like, have I actually worn this? No. So I'm going to get rid of this too. Then this is another actually piece that I never wore. I think, yeah, it's the only other one, which is this little corset top that's like really tangled. And it's kind of half the reason I'm getting rid of it. Okay. From Urban Outfitters, although I got it at TJ Maxx for like $4. And it's really cute. I love the pattern. It's just a little too small for me. And I don't love like the boning, which you can even see like, it makes it uncomfortable. And you know, so it's one of those things where I just don't really reach for it. So yeah, so that's gotta go. This is a little scarf I made that just has some imperfections, so I never wear it, so it's gotta go. Then we have this white top from Free People. It's cute. Like, there's nothing wrong with this top, and I really like it, and I've worn it, and the only thing is, it's just one of those things where I just don't love the way it fits on me, and so whenever I do wear it, I feel uncomfortable, or I'm like constantly readjusting it, and I think it's because I'm short, and the shirt ends up, I think it's kind of designed that way anyway, but because I'm short, it makes it even worse. It's just like a little bit long, but it's not long enough to be a dress, but it kind of just looks frumpy because it's like wearing this big t-shirt almost. You see what I mean? You can probably kind of see what I mean. And I've tried to like tie it up or tuck it in, and it just isn't the best for that because it's this really kind of like slick knit material, so it just like moves around a lot. So I figured, you know what, we're gonna get rid of it. And speaking of that, actually I'm getting rid of another white Free People top. This is a bodysuit, which again, I loved this in theory, but I just don't love the way it fits me specifically. And I got this from, both of these are like from TJ Maxx, so I only paid maybe like $20 for them, not like Free People dollars. Like, and this one, again, I've worn this as well, not as much. I've probably worn this like 2 or 3 times, but it's one of those things where every time I wear it, I just can't wait to take it off, and I'm constantly readjusting it, and it's just not the best fit for me. So first of all, the shoulders just don't stay up. I have very broad shoulders actually, and it looks like it would be good for broad shoulders. I think just like from looking at it, it's like static like this, but a lot of it I think too is it's this really kind of buttery soft material. Almost reminds me of like a line leggings from Lululemon, but in a jumpsuit form. But it just doesn't like stay in place, and there's no sticky lining. There's nothing that's like keeping it up, and the shoulder is so narrow right here that it just constantly falls down. And also it doesn't stay buttoned very well. The couple times I've worn it, it's just like come unbuttoned at random times. And it's just been a very unpleasant experience. And finally, I don't love, the sleeves are also a little long for me. So they have this beautiful ruching detail with the polka dot lace, but on me, it just kind of looks crumpled and like rumpled up, and it just isn't the cutest. So I'm gonna get rid of this too. And also like this little wrap scarf. I think I've just gotten the life out of this. I don't know if you can really even see. There's some stains, there's some jewels missing. I just think this is kind of like past its prime. And it's kind of ratty enough that I'm like kind of embarrassed to wear it out. And because especially it's for something that's a little more formal, you know, it just is like, yeah, I don't really want to wear that. So that's going to. And then we have this tank top from CNC California. It's a little like pilled up, and I also just don't love the way that this fits on me. It's a little bit long, and I just think it kind of looks frumpy on me. It's almost like big and it's long, but then it's not tight enough in the places I want, and yeah, so I'm just gonna get rid of that too. And then last but not least is this little Yale Bulldogs t-shirt, which is just like, I don't know if you can see, there's some staining on the neck, and it actually looks a little better shape on camera, but trust me, in person it does not. Like the Yale letters have faded in the wash, and you know, sometimes that can be really cute, I feel like, but again, it's not really reading on camera, but in person it just looks really cheap, and it's not even actually from Yale. Or is it actually? I think actually it might be. Anyway, it just, yeah, I think it's done. Like, it just isn't looking great, and so I'm gonna toss it too. So yeah, so that was everything from my closet that I'm getting rid of. You can kind of see too, like, it just looks a little crazy up there because it's hard for me to reach up there. So I have to mess up like every single sweater every time I want to get one. But you can see, like, it's not like super full. Like, I have plenty of hanging space still, and so I think we're good, and we'll move on to the next room. Okay, so we have this little shoe and coat rack by our back door, and it looks really messy, but honestly, a lot of that is just because it's kind of small and there's 2 of us and all our stuff is on it. And I don't really want to get rid of anything actually, other than the shoes I'm holding in my hand. So rather than go through all that, I just figured I'll show you the shoes I'm gonna get rid of, which are just the same ballet flats, one in blue, one in pink. Because you can see, I don't even know if on camera it's showing up as well, but they're just completely like beat up. And they're just like from Amazon, like they're cheap. They're just like really beat up and beyond what I can get off with the magic eraser. Maybe that's a better shot. Yeah, so these are gonna go as well. All right, so now we're in the kitchen, and I don't think there's gonna be a ton I'm really gonna go through here. A, because a lot of this is my husband's stuff that I know he's not gonna want me to get rid of. And B, I don't really think there's actually a ton that needs to be gotten rid of in here. I do try to edit fairly frequently, but there's a few things. So first is this whiskey glass, just because we don't really drink whiskey, so it never gets used. And let's see, this bowl has seen better days and I never really use it, so that's gonna go too. We're good in this cabinet. And then in this one, let's see, nothing's really popping out at me as let's get rid of that. We're actually good in this one, so nothing there, just the glass and the bowl. All right, guys, I think we're actually done. The only room I didn't really get into was the office, so my husband is in there working and is in a meeting, and so I cannot go in there. I think anything else I got rid of, I would be doing just for the sake of like getting rid of things, and I'd probably regret later or want to use later. And that's something I've had to learn also, is to not just purge for the sake of purging, because I've definitely done that before, just for like the dopamine that you get when you get rid of something. It can be kind of similar to like buying something new. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to get rid of things just so that I feel more accomplished. And, you know, I got through like an entire contractor garbage bag's worth of stuff, so I feel like that's pretty good. And I'm going to acknowledge my effort. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And remember to subscribe down below, comment, let me know if this inspired you to spring clean your house. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.